James, congratulations, back-to-back semi-finals here at the World Match Play. You had to dig deep there early on. How would you assess the performance?
Really, really nervous and unnecessary.
At that first break, what did you say to yourself? Because you came out a completely different animal in that second sector.
You're a silly boy. Why are you 4-1 down? I think it was a miracle that was 4-1 down.
4-1, yeah.
I think it was a miracle that I was at the one. To be fair, but yeah, just happy to come back, you know. And I was going to say something there, but it's quite silly. But yeah, the crowd were like, you know, we're in Blackpool. We know it was British, and it was big, and it was bad, and it was fantastic.
Never seen you so emotional on that stage, celebrating with the fans the way you were. Did you enjoy that towards the end?
Well, it's a sign of the times, isn't it? You know, the times aren't great, and the times to be proud to be where you come from and what you are and what you're doing.
James, thank you very much.
Thank you.
James, many congratulations on another semi-final there in Blackpool. Do you think in the end your experience was crucial there?
Not really, no. I think it was more luck than judgment.
And you saw the outpouring of emotion. Just tell us what it means. This is your 10th semi-final in 20 appearances. Incredible record.
It's not one really tense. I made it tense myself. You know, it was a weak performance towards the end, but I'm just bloody happy to win. So.
James, congratulations on that win. Do you believe there's more to come in the semi-final next time?
100%. I thought it was a weak performance, but it was good enough. You know, I think like quite a few 11s. Is it 11s is the right thing? You know, so and shall I tell you what was quite ironic and quite what's the word? Not fruit. Unfortunately, my IQ's not high enough. My IQ's high enough, but my vocabulary's not. Sorry? Close. So what I quite liked was the Sky build up to the whole event, you know, and I've had 104.4 and 100 blah 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 blah, and I wasn't quite fruition.
Fortunate?
No, fruition.
Come to fruition.
Come to fruition. Yes, that's it. Yeah. Anyway, I can't repeat that. But yeah, it was quite funny. You know, probably played some of the better darts out of all dart players, and the whole Sky build-up for tonight didn't show me once. So that was quite. It's quite a proud moment of mine going up there afterwards and following it through, because I've probably averaged better consistently than most players in here, and I didn't get one advertisement. So. You know, that made me like a little bit more hungry.
Is that sort of thing that drives you and gives you that extra motivation?
It's the kind of thing that makes me unhealthy. You know.
James, you call it a weak performance, and you've been quite.
Not weak. No, sorry. That's what I said. It's incorrect and an unfair judgment on the guy I played.
So how would you describe it then? Not just that.
Scrap.
But all tournament.
The 2 games before that, you know, I think I've been one of the best players in the tournament, and unfortunately that hasn't been covered by some people. But yeah, I'm just happy, you know, that was a scrap that game, and could have quite easily lost the game. So you know, I'm just happy to move forwards.
You're in the final four for the 10th time in 20 years in this tournament.
Yeah.
What do you put that longevity down to? Because we've seen people come, win titles, and go, yet you're still here, winning titles and going deep in tournaments.
Probably just one of the best dart players that's ever walked the planet in the last 20 years.
Do you think people maybe don't give you enough credit for that?
Doesn't really matter what I say, does it? You know, it is what it is. You know, if you could do facts of the last 12 months, quarterfinals, semi-finals, finals. If it had been probably other players, you probably all would have talked a lot more. Can you answer any of that? I don't know.
James, you played
Yeah, I've done all right, haven't I? Right, the last 12 months.
I think you've done more than all right.
Yeah. Thank you. Cheers. God bless you. Thank you.
James, you know you said the Sky build-up put a bit more fire in your belly. What about the bookies? Because you're the outsider despite everything you've achieved.
Yeah, it's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is what it is. Doesn't really matter, you know. I mean, bookmakers are there just to pay wages, you know, and contribute towards Dart Players Prize Fund. So other than that, they're not too. Doesn't really matter, does it? You know, bookmakers are there to do what they do by supply sponsorship and that's all they do, isn't it? I think, and all dart players are very, very, very grateful, because without them, you know, without gambling, you know, darts is doesn't attract the money and the prize money that the dart players want. But you know, it is what it is.
We're a lot short of price now to win it.
Don't really care. Honestly, I don't really care. You know, because I've been waiting 20 years to get my little. Where did it come up? I mean, I think like Prince Nazim sort of thing. You know, he's been waiting many years to get his like gift and his prize, and I don't see myself that dissimilar. Obviously, I can't punch like him. If I could, there'd be a lot of people in a lot of trouble here. But yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? You know, some of you will give me some of the thanks I've earned, and some of you won't, and it is what it is. But all I can say is, for 20 years, who else has done what I've done? And that's it, you know, and I'm really thankful and grateful, and I've played, you know, everyone forgets, you know, I've played John Lowe, Cliff Lazarenko, all the boys, you know, from start to where we are now. You know, I'm really grateful, and I'm really lucky to have paid part and contribution to get to darts where it is now, and I'm just really happy. I'm not very happy when I lose, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I mean, I've played the names that put this game where it is, and you can wash it as many ways as you want. You know, Luke Littler's been amazing and taken over and done what he's done, but without the players before him, it's nothing, you know. And I'm just really lucky to be part of the game. You know, played with the greatest dart player in Phil Taylor, beat him once or twice. He beat me a lot more than I beat him, and you know, I'm just happy to be here and I'll be part of it, and don't for 1 minute think that I'm here just to turn up to bring the numbers.
James, what's your favourite era been? All these opponents you've played, all the years, what's the best era?
I would say before all the nonsense that's accompanied darts within social media and the press and stuff, I think my favourite moments were like 04 to 08, when darts was darts, and it's not that anymore, but without all the press and the media and the fluffiness towards certain players, we wouldn't have had what we've got now. You know, £1 million World Championships, is this 200, 225, 250, whatever this is here, you know, we wouldn't have had that without all of that, you know. And I once upon a time there's a young man called Tommy Cox, could not stand him, I could have strangled him in a heartbeat, but without him, you know, darts would have been very different. And if he was still here now, we wouldn't be doing like some of the stuff we do, you know, like European tours, like 4 games on the last day. He was very protective of the dart players, and at the time I was a young whippersnapper and I didn't realise it, I didn't appreciate it, and I didn't respect him. But you know, and there's loads of people, Tommy Cox, you know, Dick, he was like an influential person. Yeah, there's been so many I've been fortunate to meet and bumble along with.
James, when you say darts isn't darts anymore,
No.
can you expand on that a bit for maybe someone who didn't watch the sport in the
Just my opinion. Darts isn't about who's playing darts anymore. Darts is about who the press has got hold of and want to publicise. That's it. That's all. It doesn't always go down to facts and figures of who's playing great and who's doing this and who's doing that. It goes on who the press and the media have got hold of and want to publicise. You know, but without that side of the coin, you know, darts wouldn't be where it is now without Luke Littler. So you know, but yeah, I think there's a lot of players that perhaps get overseen, and that's not in a bitter or jealous way. It really isn't. It's just how it is. It's factual.
How that with the ranking works and how the World Championship dominates that, do you think you not winning a world title might attribute to the fact you have maybe been overlooked during your career?
Possibly, but if you want to put it all down to one moment, then that's quite a small narrative. But you know, there's quite a few people in darts that are involved with darts that have got a small narrative because of their mind concept. And is that a polite way of saying what I'm trying to say? I don't know. You're looking at me quite plain faced now, so I'm quite nervous. Yeah, it's a small narrative, isn't it? And a lot of time with darts, it's a small narrative. It is what it is. But no, I'm just happy to be bloody involved. You know, I did the first World Series in South Africa. I think it was 15, 20 years ago. 12, you know, so I'll keep doing what I'm doing. I might get invited to another World Series. To be fair, I was invited to one recently, but I had an expensive holiday in Disneyland, and I wish I could have cancelled because it cost me so much money. But yeah, but yeah, I mean, and also I've got the negative side of the point, you know, where I've got young children, and young children are the most important thing in the world. You know, and that's what people at home don't see. You know, we sacrifice everything for our children, our family, the whole lot. You know, and as much as we earn bundles of cash, and Barry, Eddie, Matt Porter, all of those people have helped us to do that. We pay the most ultimate price with time, because we were only here for so long. I think we all agree with that, right? What you're doing, I mean, Paul's trying to flick a fly around over there, but no, it's you know, it is what it is. We're here for a short time, not a long time, and yeah.
James, you touched on your family there. We've seen on social media you had a nice day out with them yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
How important was that to relax in between
It
games?
drove me bloody mad. Drove me absolutely mad. Arthur wanted this. Alfie wanted that. The only time there was quiet was when they was eating fish and chips that was overpriced in the park. I'm still that typical dad, you know. You know, we sit down on a bench in the pleasure park. We've got seagulls trying to attack us. We paid 50 quid. 50 quid, let me tell you. Fish and chips, bad fish and chips and all, not good fish and chips. And we've got seagulls attacking us, and my children are then moaning that they haven't got this, they haven't got that, and I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, when I was a kid, we used to go to Hayden Island with a Bunsen burner and hot dogs, and that was the best day of my life. So, yeah.
Same again tomorrow?
What?
On your day off tomorrow?
100% not a chance. Not a chance, not a chance. How old are you?
27.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, when you have children, it ruins your life. When you have children, it ruins 30% of your life, but it makes a lot of other things great, you know. And I just want to have probably a last five maybe, and it's not about other dart players minimising my career. I want to have 5 to 10 years at this, because I'll do whatever I need to do, because I can do what I need to do, and I've done it for 20 odd years. And then after that, unfortunately, I'll probably waste a lot of my children's growing up. But yeah, I just want to go into my children, but I want to give them what I haven't had, and I want to give them the start where they won't have to go away and do their thing. And if they do, I'll go mad at them. But yeah, and all dart players do, to be fair. Not all of them, but I think some of them do. You know, we just want to provide to our children what we haven't had. And, you know, and I heard Nathan Aspel talking about it. You know, darts, it gives you such a great lifestyle. Apart from being away from your family, how do I earn what I earn from darts to give to my children working on cars? I can't, can I? So I'm forever indebted for that bit, but you know, it's hard to be away from home.
James, congratulations. Just one question about your opponent, Gian van Veen. Do you think he's one of the best talents in darts right now?
No.
No?
No. No. I think some of the best talents in darts at the moment are being a little bit underlaid. You know, I think Josh Rock is amazing. I don't.
You can level with him?
Who?
With Josh Rock? Gian?
I don't know. You're going back to the same thing, aren't you? I'll give you the answer. What do you want me to do? Say yes. Gian's an amazing dart player, but there's so many great dart players out there. Yeah, after this interview, I'm going to go, oh, that's the person I meant to say, that's the person I meant to say. I still rate people like Gary Anderson. You know, I don't think perhaps Peter's probably the same player as he was, but I mean, Gary Anderson. There's loads of dart players that are great. And if every dart player gets the equal amount of smoke blown up their backside, perhaps the same names wouldn't be mentioned all the time. Nathan Aspel's playing great. I'll tell you the person at the moment, Gezi, and I bloody hate him. I don't actually, I get him really well with him. I think Gerwyn Price at the moment is someone that's flying high. Hopefully on a wing and a prayer I'll get to him, because I want to play him here, because he's like probably my best friend in darts. So Gerwyn Price, I'm coming for you. If I can win the next one.
Thank you, James.
Thank you.
James, congratulations.
Cheers, buddy.
Great performance.
Congratulate! No one's congratulated me. Thank you, Paul. What do you want? you want a sausage sandwich?
Some good questions, and I just want to know, first of all, how on earth you managed to get scammed 50 quid for a bag of chips?
No, it wasn't just 50, was it? It was 57 quid. I got rotten chips, rotten fish that was over fried. The children argued and they didn't eat half of it. And then after that, we went home. We had a row because the car park was 16 quid.
Sorry to hear that.
But there you go. That's what families do, isn't it? You know, no one tells you about what family's going to happen. Have you got a family yet? You haven't, have you?
No.
Oh my God, it's awful when it happens.
I will say, I've heard you speak today, and sometimes I feel you are a bit hard on yourself, actually. I know you say about that.
You've got to be, haven't you? Because no one's nice.
No, I mean, because, like you just said, you are one of the greatest players of all time, which you are.